Greetings, Stephen Valliard here, and welcome to my playthrough of Followed by Death Chapter 2. Now, this is my third attempt to record this video. The first one, I think I stupidly deleted. I don't know why I made such a stupid mistake, but still, there you go. The second one I recorded about 15 minutes ago, only to find that the audio is completely screwed up. And that was weird because I have not done it. I didn't do anything differently last time, but still. So yeah, this is my third attempt. So everybody cross their fingers and cross their toes, and let's see if this all goes according to plan this time. Start. I made the mistake of clicking continue last time, and it started me off about halfway through chapter 2. Because obviously I'd made some progress whilst playing the first video. But I haven't got any evidence of that recording, so we shall start at the beginning. It is also particularly late, and on my second attempt of recording this, I freaked out quite majorly at one moment in the game. There was quite obviously a random-ish encounter. Anyway, I shall say more about that after this dramatic introduction. I do apologise if I'm sounding tired and slightly arsey. Oh look, I haven't even got my headphones in, I'm not tired. Wow. This is not getting that. Right, headphones in. Alrighty then. Fuck off. Whew, I tell you, I'm a pro at that beginning bit now. And even though that was the third time I played it, still felt tense. So fair dues to the author, or whatever you want to say, of this custom story. I'm going to try not to freak out as much this time around. However, I have a feeling that I still will. Yeah, so I mentioned about a random encounter last time. You see, the very first time I played this, there was a monster encounter. Well, you could see that there was going to be a monster encounter at a certain point. So that's what I was expecting. So then the second time that I play this, the monster actually spawns and breaks down a door that I'm standing right by before it's meant to do it, and scared the life out of me. So we shall see what happens this time.
Our task has not really been irritating, but maybe a little bit frustrating. I want to maintain my authority, but it is becoming more difficult every moment. My servants, David, William and Henry, still do my bidding, but no longer seem very eager to follow my orders. They are not rebelling against me outright, but it almost feels like a seed of mutiny has been planted among them. But it doesn't matter, for I'm willing to sacrifice anything and go to any lengths to gain the power of the Grey Curse. I must admit that I'm a very lucky man to have come across this book I found some years ago. I had arranged a meeting with a man who had told me about some very interesting things. Books and tomes concerning topics that people dare only whisper about. Things that frighten many, but could be very useful for an influential man like myself. Such a man would find those books very valuable indeed.
It's also slightly irritating because I said a nice little piece on the psychology of fear as well. And it would just seem silly if I say it again. Although I'm still going to say it again. I do apologise, I'm most definitely not at my best at this moment in time. I'm irritated and I'm tired. I do love that creepy sort of ambient sound though. It's fantastic. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
The books arrived in a nondescript chest. I anxiously opened the container, but I was quickly disappointed by the contents of it. I read some of the texts, and they were plain bland and useless. It felt like almost everything in the chest were just a couple of dull paintings and peasant horror stories which seemed to serve no purpose. But after a couple of years, I reconsidered and decided to take a look once more at its contents. There was one book that caught my eye as soon as I saw it. The name of this mystic tome was simply The Rebirth, written by Andrew Daniels, a wise man who was considered one of the greatest wizards of his time. His words of wisdom, and likely the key to his powers, lie in this book.
And on the previous two occasions of my failed attempt at recording, I made a comment on Andre Daniels, and I do not have the heart to do it a third time. So sorry, you've missed out on the wit and wisdom of Stephen Valliard here. However, I'm sure you will survive. There we go. Right. Creepy. Like a kid crying or a child crying and then heavy footsteps walking away. That's just creepy. Kids are creepy. The amount of times I've been scared by my own children, it's ridiculous. And they love it.
I now possess the Book of the Rebirth, and with it, I will soon possess its power. The book tells about the Grey Curse, a ritual of the damned which grants people immortality, but at the cost of turning them into mindless beasts. According to the book, the Grey Curse can be cheated in such a way that you gain the power to live forever without any negative side effects. I've been studying this book for a long time now, and I am certain that what the book says can be done. I have shown these texts to David, who has confirmed them to be accurate. Now the four of us venture into the dungeons of my castle, where we can perform the Grey Curse in an alternative way.
Well, why does it have to be done in the dungeons? I mean, surely it could be done in a nice, well-lit room. I mean, I know it's not really the right sort of ambient effect for some sort of creepy zombie ritual. However, I still think it could be done in a nice, light environment. Maybe some nice classical music on in the background. Fucking hell, shut up. You know, bright lights, you know, some nice music, maybe some jazz music on the old gramophone. You know, just something to brighten them. Fuck off! Sorry about that. That is the first time I've seen that. I think the problem is that the trigger for that is a little bit too far away from where it happens. So usually around about here you have the trigger, and so you have the scary sound, so then you tend to back off. That was a bit too blasé and decided I was going to, you know, walk on, and I saw it. So that's actually really kind of cool. Good, I'm glad it won't budge. I'm really, really glad. Right.
Is this really necessary? Something in this feels really fishy to me.
Of course it is necessary, otherwise we wouldn't be here. You shouldn't be so paranoid all the time, William.
You said that there's still a long way to go. How big is this castle anyway?
I don't know. My ancestors built this castle a long time ago. Its deepest dungeons have not been seen by a living soul for some time now.
Well, I have to say, this castle is really impressive considering that it was built so long ago.
Yes, I also find this castle very impressive indeed. Don't you think so too, Henry?
Yes, my lord.
Good. We need to use the old elevator to reach the lowest levels of this castle. This way.
So I really like the voice acting in this game. I actually didn't really think too much about the main voice actor, the main actor, in this before, but I think he's French. I would assume so. Anyway, the accent did sound rather French to me. A stupid observation, I know, but still. Okay, I didn't know you could go this way. I took the, there's a door upstairs, and that's the one I took twice in a row. I didn't know you could... Great, now this is unexpected. And I'm feeling really tense and anxious now. Because I kind of knew, even if it was a little bit slightly random in terms of the timing of the appearance of the creature, I still knew roughly when it would happen. But down here, I have no idea. Because this is gonna be where they did the ritual. I suppose I could turn back. No, it's all fine. It's all fine. No need to worry. Yeah, so I said a little piece about the psychology of fear last time. I was making the observation that it is interesting that you know, this isn't real. It's just a video game. I mean, I'm not in any danger. Oh, okay, I'm going to have to go back then. That's fine, no problem. I'm not in any danger at all. And that given a similar sort of situation but portrayed in a different way, you wouldn't be scared. So, stupid sounds. Yeah, the castle is haunting me. Its dark past will soon be revealed. But yeah, so I was basically saying that if you were to have this sort of situation, however portrayed in the form of like an old sort of graphical text adventure game that you used to get on the really old consoles, and I'm assuming you could probably get them. There's some equivalent on the internet, I'm assuming, as well. You know, so you have a picture of a zombie and a description. You know, even it could be the most descriptive description that you can imagine, but it's still not going to scare you to the same level as this is, because this is so much more immersive in terms of the visuals, in terms of the audio, the atmosphere. It's just graphically, I suppose it's not really up to par with a lot of them more recent games, but still, it does what it needs to do. It scares the crap out of me. My memory is getting rather discontinuous again. I can't remember things back at home too well anymore. When I return, I'll have to tell my brother I'm sorry. He's a good brother and not a thief. I want to be friends with him again. I guess the pressure of my past is starting to burden me once more. I also made a comment last time that I thought that note was quite interesting because it kind of reveals a little bit about the... Well, I'm a little bit confused because about the main character in the story, and I'm not sure whether that is me or whether that is the French guy or the other guy or somebody different. I'm assuming it's one of the three of us, but I'm not entirely certain. But it's quite interesting because it brings something into the equation of what exactly happened that led to that note being written. Obviously, it implied that there was some belief that there was a theft involved. However, then it was discovered that there wasn't.
Do you really think it's true? Can we somehow carry out the ritual of the Grey Curse?
I think with Francis on our side, we'll figure out something.
Francis.
What's wrong?
I don't trust him. It feels like he's not the same man I once knew.
It really doesn't take much to build up atmosphere, to tell a story. You know, it could just be a few notes here and there to get you thinking about the situation. A few sort of audio, sort of voice, you know, a few pieces of, you know, a few bits of audio. I am so tired. I'm so sorry. I cannot even get these words out of my mouth. Some little, you know, audio snippets of some characters talking. It really doesn't need to be anything elaborate. 5 hours of cutscenes, you know, sort of the Metal Gear Solid level of cutscenes. As fantastic as they are, and professional and interesting as they are, I mean, what was the first one on the PlayStation 3? Was it Guns of the Patriots? I can't quite remember. But, you know, it was like sitting through a movie. And I didn't have an issue with it at all, but it was overboard on storytelling. It needed to have been. And then you get games like this, which, you know, the story is generally told via a series of notes. And there's going to be like 3-4 page notes, but still, it could just be a few snippets on a page. Right, okay, so there are a couple of possibilities here. There we go. The first one is that something is going to burst through that door now. The second is that it will do it a little bit later. Oh, come on. If you want to get through the you know, oh, get through there, would you? Oh, I was hoping if it was going to trigger, it would have just triggered. You see, if I didn't have such an issue getting through this fracking window, then I wouldn't be as worried. Oh God, come on. Hello? Okay, it's not going to trigger then. Okay. You would not believe how nervous I'm feeling right now. It's ridiculous. Absolutely flipping ridiculous. Okay, chill out, Steve, chill out. I can't even remember if there was. Aha! Okay, nothing else? No. Alright, so it's going to trigger the first, as it did the first time, right, when I pick up this! Right, now, oh, I didn't see that! I didn't see that! I wonder. I don't think I can I? I wonder if it will. No. Let's try again, shall we? No. Right. Okay. Right. I'm going to leave this video here because I need to see whether it's recorded correctly, and if it hasn't, I'm just going to give up for a couple of days because I have lots of work to do tomorrow. Irritatingly, because I seriously would love just to play computer games all day. Literally, that is what I'm perfectly happy doing that. But I will not have the house to myself on a regular basis anymore, so I don't know how that will affect me producing videos, because I don't like doing it when I don't like doing commentary when there are other people around. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and please, well, not pray, but still, let's hope this video has recorded okay this time. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.